Hey everyone, so I'm gonna make some peanut butter and I wanted to make a video of the whole process so you can see just how ridiculously easy it is. So in my blender I actually use the unsalted dry roasted nuts. So I did add just under a half teaspoon of salt in the bottom, and then I added the peanuts. So this blender is really heavy duty. Needs two hands to take it off. You'll notice it has the electrical connectors underneath. This is a heating element, so it doesn't always heat. It heats on certain settings. So if you put it on the smoothie setting, it's obviously not going to heat up. It does get warm on the grind setting just because this is a 2 horsepower blender, so it gets up to like 7 miles an hour while it's blending the peanuts. It is kind of loud, not gonna lie. You won't be able to hear me while this is going, so I'm going to turn it on. So it has its settings. It's got smoothie, alternative milk. It does come with a straining bag, so if you're going to make your almond milk or your cashew milk, you can strain it through here and then leave the pulp in here. It also comes with a cleaning brush if you need it. These are great. I have a couple of these that I use to clean my kitchen with. It's got the really sharp end on one side and the toothbrush on the other. That's got the beveled head, so it really fits into the small areas. I actually haven't needed to use this yet when cleaning the blender because the self-clean does such a good job with the peanut butter and jelly, and honestly that's primarily what I've used it for so far. I'm planning on making a couple of the soups this weekend. But it has the soup setting, it has a heated puree setting, so if you know someone who's making their own baby food, or if you like to make a cauliflower soup base and then you can add your pureed vegetables, it's a great way to use up your vegetables at the end of the harvest season, is to puree them and then freeze them. It's got the jam setting, the sauce setting, and then the grind setting, and then of course my favorite, the heated wash setting. So everything is done with this button here. Oh, it also has a pulse setting too. So there's some recipes that, you know, after the setting's done, you're going to add some stuff in and then you're going to pulse it. Pulse works just like any other blender. So you just turn this dial and it lets you know what setting it's on. So right now it's on the grind setting. It's going to go for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So the blender comes with what we call a tamper. So it's especially useful with the nuts because they do have a tendency to ride up, and putting the tamper in allows you to push the nuts back down without having to stop the blender. So it lets you know when the lid is off. It actually has an electronic sensor in here, so that's, you'll notice it makes that sound and says lid, and it's not going to work now because the lid is off. So when I need to tamper the nuts down, I can just pull this off, stick the tamper and push them down, and then put this back on. With the peanut butter, you don't actually have to put it back on once it starts grinding, but in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I'm going to have the smoothest peanut butter in the world. So I'm going to hit start. I'm not going to talk for the next 2 minutes because you're not going to be able to hear me, but here it goes. My dogs don't like this. I'm done. That's it. So it's done now. It's gonna keep beeping at me if I don't shut it off, so I am just going to turn it off. And then you will see, so like I said, it is warm. You can see the steam coming out of the blender. You might not be able to see it on the phone, but it's just going to pour right into the cup. And you can see the consistency and just how creamy it is. So I've also had really good luck making grape jelly with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video, and I'm going to get this thing cleaned up, which might not be able to do right away because the dogs are kind of angry. But I'm going to post this video for you guys to see. So I will see you after.